Superman of science, and he loves to play with fire. And the things he'll do, you can too, if you so desire. Do try this at home with Mr. G.
Hello and welcome back to Do Try This at Home. Do Try This at Home is the show that takes ordinary household items and turns them into something extraordinary. Well, today we're going to be playing around with a little bit of physics. We're going to have a little bit of angular momentum, a little bit of potential energy, some kinetic energy, and it's all going to combine into a spectacular display that I think you're really going to enjoy. What are you going to need to get started? You're going to need an old CD case, and you're going to need some furniture polish to polish that case up real well and make sure that it's very clean and very smooth. I'm going to put my furniture polish aside for now. You're also going to need a piece of a pen. I have a half of a pen here, something to blow through, like that. You're also going to need 2 spherical neodymium magnets, or you can just use 2 ball bearings. Now, you'll be able to do only half of the experiment if you have 2 ball bearings, and if you do use ball bearings, you'll also need some super glue. I have a flashlight, but you won't need that, but I have it because I want to, it's also a laser pointer, because I want to also demonstrate some of the optical effects that can be achieved when we do our experiment. So let's not delay any longer. Let's get started with today's really cool experiment. Okay, the first part of the experiment is going to be taking these 2 neodymium spherical magnets and rolling them so that they try to intersect with each other. When they meet, you will see what happens. It's pretty amazing. Now, I'm doing this just on a flat tabletop, and the rest of the experiment will require the CD case as well as either the same 2 neodymium magnets and the pen, or a couple of ball bearings that you actually just glue together so that they're positioned something like this, but just glued together. So here we go. Let's start by me rolling the 2 magnets from side to side towards each other and watch what happens. There we go. The magnets came in from the side, and look at this. What's happened here? Well, what's happened is the potential energy and kinetic energy of the rolling magnets together. Now, they possess potential energy because they're magnetic, and they've combined to start this spinning effect. Now, this spinning will last for a very long time, sometimes upwards of 2 to 3 minutes. That wasn't a very good spin because it's done already. Plus, underneath my table, there are some magnetic points, some screws or something that these magnets are attracted to. Let's try that just one more time. Okay, I missed, and you might miss a couple times. Missed again. There we go. There you go. The magnets are spinning at a high velocity. Now, they keep spinning for so long because they're really doing something called spoling. They're rolling and spinning. And so this spoling effect will last until gravity overcomes the angle of them and they're pushed flat. And I think that they're, again, finding the magnetic portion of my table is what's happening. This will work better on glass or a mirrored surface as well. Now, let's get even closer and show you what I'm going to show you using the CD case. Okay, for this part of the experiment, you're going to need your CD case, your half of pen, and your neodymium magnets that are already stuck together, or you can glue together 2 ball bearings. Get those spinning on your CD case like this. Now, blow through the pen. You'll get these to achieve an incredibly high rate of speed. Look at that. It's amazingly fast. Unbelievable. Now, you're going to be able to see some really cool patterns when I get them going real fast again and shine my flashlight on them. Watch this. shine our flashlight down on them. Look, like perfect circles. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's pretty amazing. Now this can spin for a very, very long time, depending on the surface that it's spinning on. If I had polished glass or a mirror, this would spin for an even longer period of time. On a piece of glass, I actually had one of these spin for about 4 minutes. But it is pretty amazing just how long you can get these bearings to spin, or these magnets in this case to spin. Let's pick that back up. So cool. Whoops, this is also a laser pointer. Look at that amazing effect. Very cool. Very, very cool indeed. I'm going to try some laser effect here. The laser doesn't do much, just a bright flashlight seems to work best. Now, that didn't spin for nearly as long on plastic due to friction as it can on a highly polished glass surface. But still, it's pretty cool. Well, I hope you had a lot of fun on today's episode of Do Try This at Home. The sound that these things make, when you're really right here, is just amazing. They achieve such an incredibly loud sound. And the visual effect is stunning as well. Again, we're just using a makeshift polished CD case. However, glass does work better. So if you have a nice sheet of glass that's super clean, you can keep these things spinning for 3, 4, maybe even more. Why don't you go ahead and try the experiment and write to me or comment with how long you kept your ball bearings or magnets spinning. I'm Mr. G, and I'll see you next time right here on Do Try This at Home. 3/8 inch magnets, maybe 1/2 inch magnets. And if you don't have a couple of neodymium magnets around, you can get a cat that makes a hell of a lot of noise with its collar. Dang it, kitty. Enough. Why don't you go in there if you're going to jingle your collar? It's very, very, very simple to reproduce. Okay, for today's experiment, we're going to be experimenting with I have no idea what. Hold on, let me go find out. Get those spinning on your CD case, almost. Yeah, gotta go a little faster than that. They don't want to spin. Well, we'll get it yet. Or not. Okay, start that over.